What if we design Puerto Rican architecture with deep, modern Puerto Rican culture? Now, Puerto Rico is an interesting conundrum because it has seen so many changes and industrialization for a Caribbean island. Puerto Rico saw this mega boom specifically from the 60s to the 90s, where they were trying to boost the economy and trying to build manufacturing plants and industrialization zones and buildings. Now, a lot of that manufacturing has been outsourced, so a lot of these buildings sit abandoned. Now, what if we took these buildings and took the Caribbean nature of the sand? What I'm thinking of is creating a white sand industria. Now, when I went to Puerto Rico, they had some of the most beautiful beaches, like this white or cream or real pastel kind of sand that was just real grainy and beautiful. I want to take that and pull that over these industrial buildings and essentially make them over. So we're now taking this sandy texture and pulling this into these industrial abandoned buildings. And these buildings have been abandoned since the late 90s, early 2000s. What I want to do is change this into spas. I want to change this into a remote working or nomad traveling type of area, making little small towns where individuals from the Americas, the States, or from the UK or Europe to come and actually find solace here for a time being. And what we want to do now is meet the culture or meet the way how people live where it's at in this particular Caribbean island, because they have the infrastructure. Now, space is extremely valuable. And for me personally, any space that is not being used, if I was a politician, I would freak out. Like, why is this space not being used? Because space means life. And life essentially means joy, happiness. So all these abandoned buildings that you see in these industrial block zones, we now bring them into the modern fold. We bring this white sand industria kind of feel and turn these into spas, turn these into remote working nomad areas. Artists, individuals can come and make their own places. This is one of the reasons why Tulum architecture is so popular nowadays, because individuals can go there and create their own cultural feel for what this town might look like. And I think that that is an opportunity in and of itself. Let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments. I will be getting into a part 2 on how we can actually match a lot of the cultural heritage into the architecture itself, but I wanted to see how we can actually spot opportunity zones or opportunity areas where we could actually build and take this from conception to reality.